Hello, Assalamualaikum. So in this video, I will share with you on how to build a model using SketchUp. Now, I know that most of you already tried to explore this software. So I will explain mostly on tips and tricks, how to build a better model, better organization, and the shortcut. So let's start with, okay, you can open the software now. When you start the software, this is what you'll see. You will see files here. So usually we use this one, architectural millimeters. Okay. So this is what you're going to see when you start a new file, okay, a new project. So this lady here is for reference for scale, right? Now, just now I mentioned to you on the shortcut. Okay. So spacebar for select pen bucket B. Okay, B bucket. R, rectangle, circle, move. So usually it's the first letter, except for R, rotate. We didn't use R because R is already for rectangle. So rotate is Q and offset is F. Okay, let's try here. Okay, this is select. Okay, my icon now. Select. When I click here, I can select this lady. P is for pen. Let's try to draw. L is for line. L. So the center of your cursor. If you click the center of your mouse, that one is for orbit. So let's just draw something here. Going to draw. You can see that it's going to snap at green exists or red or blue. Blue means the vertical one. So this is X and Y lah. Okay. Red is X. Green is Y. So just use that one. So if it's look like this, means it's a rectangle. And then press P for pen. You can pen here up. And then whereas O for offset, you can offset any faces. Sorry, F for offset. You can offset this one. Let's offset inside. You can offset inside, and then you can see here the dimension. So let me just put my cursor there. Then move your mouse. Press one, maybe 200. Then you can use P again to pull or push out inside. Okay. We also have E for eraser, R for rectangle. It's not F. This is F. This is M for move. You can press spacebar to select this one. You can select once or select twice. Okay. If you click one, it's for the face. If you click twice, it's for the face and the lines around the face. So if I press M for move, I can move this one. Alright. And then Q for rotate. It's rotate. And this is for scale. You can press Control to make it scale from the center, or alternate only one end. So let's you can try to play around with that. Okay. Now let's go to the next slide. Okay, if you cannot see the shortcuts, what you can do is go to Window and then Preferences. When you click Preferences, you're going to see this one. So make sure you click Shortcuts and then type Select. There's a lot of list of tools here. So type Select or any tool to find the tools inside here. And then choose the correct tool. You can click here and then press spacebar or any other shortcut that you want to use, and then click plus to assign and press OK. Okay, so you can do for multiple tools for the shortcuts, and then you can press OK. Then you can see that it's already applied. Now setting up a project on style. There's a few styles in SketchUp, so the one that you see just now is the common one. So let's do this together. You can start by deleting the lady just now. Yeah, in this case, I think this is a lady. Okay, delete this person here. Go to window, sorry. Window, Styles, and there's a lot of styles, so you can try to play around. Okay, click here. Or by default, you can see this one at the right side of your SketchUp. Okay, how about importing project? I know students like this. Okay, you love to import from AutoCAD, or maybe if you have images in certain cases. But for image, it's a bit hard because you have to scale that again. So to import from AutoCAD, you can go to File and then click Import. Choose your drawing file, DWG file. When you click OK, you will see this one, Import Results. There's a lot of details here. Just click Close. And you can see your imported file, imported AutoCAD file. So right click and okay, now okay, try to import your file, maybe from assignment 2. Okay, click that and then right click and explode. Why we want to explode? Because we want to separate this one. There's 2 floor. So click the right one, the second floor, you can make it into one group, and the left one into one group. Okay, to make into group, you select. The selection is just similar to AutoCAD. Right to left is whatever intersect with the box will be selected. Left to right is whatever inside the box will be selected. Okay, so let's go back to the PowerPoint. So make group first, then let's have layers for that. Grouping is very helpful for you to organize your, so you can find the layer better. You can find the components better. So layers in SketchUp is a bit similar to AutoCAD. Means the purpose of the layer is for organization. You can go to Window, Layer, and then okay, this is actually from another video. So the name, okay, basically have some names that is suitable for your project. For example, you can have wall, floor, beam, rafters, stairs, doors, etc., etc. Okay, so create groups, lots of groups, because it will help you to organize better, and it's easier for you to find, to to select like group of components, because you have to understand in SketchUp. Let me draw. In SketchUp, it's like you're drawing like, okay, this is one line, this is another line. So to have only one rectangle, you actually have, this is not even rectangle for SketchUp. This is like one face here, and there's 4 lines. Okay, you can actually delete these lines in SketchUp. So every time you make a new component, create into groups. So use the your original AutoCAD file that is imported into SketchUp is in one group, right? So don't have to export that one, don't have to build inside that group. We're going to use that only for reference. Okay, so what we can do is choose the right layer before we start building, and then click line L or click line tool to draw parts of walls. And then you draw here, draw one, just like trace again the parts, and then double click the one that you already draw. You can draw for a few walls first, then you can click, it's faster. So double click each wall parts and then right click and make group. Okay, let me show here. Double click like this, right click, make group. So now this is one group. So repeat the same steps for all wall, right? Especially if the material is different. For example, there's doors here, or the wall is, even though it's in one room, but separate the materials, so make into different group. It's easier for you to change the materials later. So after you set it into groups, what you can do is, you double click each group, and then double click each group, ignore this line, okay, just refer here, double click, choose push, pull, or shortcuts is P, choose the push and pull, this one, or click P, press P on your keyboard, and then you just click on that. I showed just now, right? I already showed in the SketchUp just now. So just click the face, bring it up a little, and key in the height, the wall height. So don't move your mouse when you are typing, right? So repeat the same step. So, and then if, let me show in SketchUp again. If, for example, I have these few lines for the wall, let's say I just draw some random box, easier. Okay, let's say this is 3500, and then I have another one here, for example. You can do like this actually. You can click here, you can put your cursor here, press press shift, and then you can draw on that face. Okay, especially for lines it's very helpful. So press P and you just double click. Okay, it will insert the height or the distance, the number that you've inserted before. So this one going to be 3500 also. Okay, next is modeling in SketchUp, more modeling. So repeat the same step for other building components. Make sure you choose the right layer. So this time it's floor, so choose floor. And then draw the rectangle. You make the group, you click use push and pull to create the thickness of the floor and set the floor height. You can move the upper floor plan to help with the modeling if yours is double story. The lower levels plan can be hidden. So you can just click the lower level, right click and choose hide. So you can always hide and unhide. To unhide, what you can do is go to view and then click hidden geometry. You will see this one. This is actually hidden, okay? So you will see these are like mesh component here. Now right click and click unhide. Okay, so there's not much thing to share on the modeling. Now you can just continue, create more models, more components. For stairs, you can make multiple groups. You can have one group for each of the steps, and another, you can save these multiple groups into one main group that is for the staircase. Okay, what if you forgot to select the correct layer? Okay, if you forgot to select the correct layer, what you can do is choose the component, right click, and then click Entity Info. Now, if you click Entity Info, you will see this one. So just choose the layer. To have to build each of the components, for example, like furniture, it's going to be very time consuming. So what you can do is you can download models from 3D Warehouse. Okay, you can search 3D Warehouse. So the link, the first link usually is this one, 3dwarehouse.sketchup.com. You can select, you can search sofa, for example, and you can download based on your SketchUp version. Okay. Alright, so now I will share with you on how to insert the downloaded SketchUp model into your project. You can just drag like that. Okay, so now it's a new component. You can edit that one. Sometimes the scale is wrong. So what you have to do is you have to rescale again. So model also your context too, the side context, the road, the pedestrian walkway. So, but don't place everything there. You can place trees in Photoshop because it's more realistic, it's more interesting there. You can place human in Photoshop. So basically in SketchUp, we just want to get the model ready. So next is on assigning materials. So how to assign materials at your model? It's very simple. Again, SketchUp is very simple actually. So you can just select the faces or face that you want to assign the material. Select the material here under materials. Okay, you can choose based on groups. So you can select colors, for example, and you can assign that. So you can also assign to other faces even without selecting it. Just select the, just press the, make sure you deselect everything. Okay, Then you can just click the material and assign on the layer. So this is how to apply to multiple faces. You just select the material, you can just place it. Okay, double click, you can place a few faces and apply the material. Okay, next is on custom material. So what you can do is create material and you can please rename, okay, rename the new material, and then you can choose any color you want. You can add texture and etc. Okay, how about translucent material? So let's draw a window there. Okay, so I'm going to offset the window, and then we're going to draw a new face, okay, a new rectangle to place the translucent layer, which is the glass. So you can draw more detail. Basically, you can just draw the frame of the window. For example, you can place for maybe like 10 mm for the thickness of the glass. So it's same one, just select the material and apply to the, okay, you see that it's translucent. You apply to the object. Now next is on editing material. You can edit material that you just created just now. So instead of select, you can, okay, first select the material, select the object first, and then go to edit. Now you can always, you can edit to, be safe, okay? Be safe, rename, always create a new material. Don't change the original one. Give a name to that. And then you can click OK and choose the color. So you know how to edit already, right? So just choose different color. Use color wheel is easier. Or if you have RGB, you can insert the RGB color code. So next is on composing scenes. Okay, you can use the scenes, you can save the scenes for your perspective renderings, or you can also use it for the walkthrough. Okay, so go to camera, extended views, left. This is very helpful, so you don't have to like adjust yourself. You can just click these views here. Okay, you can switch on or switch off the perspective view or parallel projection. For elevations, the one that you use in your elevation drawing, make sure you choose parallel projection. Okay. Okay, so let me show you how to create a new scene. So for example, let's say this is the first one. Okay, go to view, animation, add scene. So this is scene number 1. Then you can go to maybe here. You can right click, add. So this is scene number 2. So if I click scene 1, so that is scene 1. You can save this. You can export this for your rendering. You can right click and rename. Let's say this is one eye view. Okay, you can right click and update. Okay, and then number 2, and you can create a few lah, right? Now work smart. Okay, build the SketchUp model based on what you're going to render. For example, if you're not going to render a toilet of the house, so don't have to model that one. Okay, just model whatever you're going to show in your rendering. Okay, so that's all on SketchUp. Hopefully you can build the model based on the project that I've updated last week.